Hi friends, today in this video we are going to discuss about silos which are used for storing and protecting animal fodder. Before going into the topic, new visitors, if you like our videos, please do subscribe to get notified when new video is uploaded. Next, coming to the topic, these are the list of topics that we are going to cover in this video. First, coming to silo. What is meant by a silo? Silo is nothing but a structure which not only stores but protects the animal fodder. Animal fodder nothing but silage by providing ideal conditions. Next, coming to silage. It is made from any green crop with moderately tough stalk like example grass, sugarcane, legumes, etc. This green crop is cut into pieces and it is packed in an airtight condition which favors the partial fermentation. This partially fermented fodder what we get is known as silage. Next, let us learn what is the need of silage. As we know, during summer season there is a scarcity of green fodder. Due to this, we can observe a decrease in milk production though we feed dry stacks, as silage is more nutritive compared to dried stack, but it is less nutritive compared to green fodder because there is some loss of nutritive value in silage because sugar is converted into lactic acid giving a sour taste. These losses are due to surface spoilage, fermentation and seepage. When there is a scarcity for green fodder, we can use silage to increase the milk production. Next, coming to types of silos. There are two types of farm silos. One is tower silo and the next is horizontal silo. Coming to tower silo, as the name says, it is constructed in areas where there is high water table as a tower in cylindrical shape made of masonry, wood or metal. These walls should be smooth, circular and strong enough to avoid cracking due to lateral pressure developed due to fermentation. Loading in this silo is difficult as it is constructed above the ground surface. So blower or conveyor is required for loading and it is costly compared to horizontal silos. It is not recommended under Indian conditions. Next, coming to horizontal silo. It is constructed in areas having deep water table. It is used for storing silage and it is easy to load and unload without the use of any equipment. These horizontal silos are divided into two types, that is pit silo and trench silo. In these silos, chopped silage is spread, leveled and packed. They are filled till the silage reaches the ground level and the top is covered with dry paddy, straw or the plastic cover. The dry matter losses ranges from 20% to 30%. This is while filling the trench or the pit site. Next, coming to the design considerations for a pit silo. The rate of silage removal is taken as 10 centimeters per day and the silage fed per day is taken as 3 kg per 100 kg of body weight. Next, the maximum diameter should not exceed 6 meters and the depth of the silo is taken as 2 to 3 times of the diameter and the density of silage is taken as 650 kg per meter cube. Coming to pit silo, it is constructed in areas where water table is very low. It is like a circular well made up of bricks or stones or concrete with either lime or cement as a binding material. To prevent water entering inside the well, pit silos are up to a depth of 15 meters and is made up of 22.5 meters wall. The entire surface which comes in contact with the silage should be plastered to make it smooth, airtight and watertight. A simple roof is provided over the silo to protect the silage from sun and rain. Next, coming to the design considerations for a pit silo. The rate of silage removal is taken as 10 centimeters per day, and the silage fed per day is taken as 3 kg per 100 kg of body weight. Next, the maximum diameter should not exceed 6 meters, and the depth of the silo is taken as 2 to 3 times of the diameter, and the density of silage is taken as 650 kg per meter cube. Now let us solve a problem related to pit silo design. Work out the economical diameter and depth of a silo to store sufficient quantity of silage for a herd of 300 dairy cows having an average body weight of 450 kgs each. The cows fed with silage for 200 days per year. In the question it is given that number of cows is equals to 300, body weight is equals to 450 kgs, number of days feed given per year is equals to 200 days per year. And now let us take assumptions. Density of silage is equals to 650 kg per meter cube. Thickness of silage fed per day is equals to 10 centimeters per day. Each cow is fed 3 kg of silage per 100 kg body weight. Now the amount of silage fed for one cow per day. Here we have 3 kgs per 100 kg body weight. 100 kg per 3 kg feed. So we have 450 kgs of cows. So let us say it as x. Then cross multiplication. 100 into x is equals to 450 into 3. X is equals to 450 into 3 by 100, which is equals to 13.5 kg per day cow. Now that we have total 300 cows, so the total amount of silage fed per day is equals to 13.5 into 300, which is equals to 4050 kg per day. As we know, density is equals to amount of feed by volume of feed. We have density of feed is equals to 650 kg per meter cube. Amount of feed is equals to 4050 kg per day. Here I have written kg per meter cube, but it is not kg per meter cube, it is kg per day. Then the will be stored. V is equals to 4050 by 650. It is equals to 6.23 meter cube. It is not the actual volume because till now we didn't consider losses. Total volume of silage is equals to 6.23 plus 6.23 into 20 by 100, which is equals to 7.6 meter cube. As pit silo is in the shape of hollow cylinder, then the volume of pit silo can be written as pi by 4 d square h. Here h is taken as 0.1, pi by 4 d square into 0.1, taking that as equation 1 and this as equation 2, equating 1 and 2. Pi by 4 d square into 0.1 is equals to 7.476. D square is equals to 7.476 into 4 by pi into 0.1. D is equals to under root of 7.476 into 4 by pi into 0.1, which is equals to 9.756, which is approximately equals to 10 meters, which is greater than 6 meters. As diameter greater than 6 meters, it is not valid. So consider the pit silo as 2. Now considering the pit silos as 2 silos, dividing the volume by 2 or taking the volume of 2V is equals to 7.476. As we know, V is equals to pi by 4 d square into 0.1 which is equals to 7.476. Now d square is equals to 7.476 into 4 by 2 into pi into 0.1. D is equals to under root of 7.476 into 4 by 2 into pi into 0.1, and D is equals to 6.8988 meters, 88 meters, which is also greater than 6 meters. So again, trial and error method. Now consider pit silo as 3 pits. Now assuming there are 3 pit silos, then 3V is equals to 7.476. As we all know, V is equals to pi by 4 d square into 0.1. It is equals to 7.476. D square is equals to 7.476 into 4 by 3.1. Now D is equals to under root of 7.476 into 4 by 3 into pi into 0.1, which is equals to 5.632 meters, which is less than 6 meters. So it is the diameter of the pit silo, and it is the accepted one. Now the depth of silo is equals to daily depth into, daily depth is nothing but feet taken per daily into number of days per year, which is equals to 0.1 into or 0.1 or 10 by 100 into 200. Cancelling that, which is equals to 10 meters. This is the depth of the silo.